Well, I'm just taking my normal walk. Try to do this every morning if possible. Right now it's probably like close to 11 o'clock. I didn't take it as early as I used to. It is wintertime, of course. But I'm here to really just talk about like 2023. It's pretty much over. I think today is the last day. It's December 31st, I believe. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, it's December 31st. I don't keep track of time like that, so sometimes I just be like, it's just another day. But anyway, I'm about to go into the New Year's, and I kind of just want to like talk about some of the things that I really like have going on and what I would like to like get into more, because I guess it's something that changes. But if anything, I have certain goals that I really want to get to, that I am going to get to, because I'm trying my best to work towards those as much as I can. And some of those goals are basically, well, the top-notch goal is I just want to have a good bit of land, and me having the land and stuff like that, I get a chance to do a whole bunch of different things, as in create farm land, basically have fields and stuff for food, different shelter for my people. And when I say my people, everyone I consider family. Of course, they're welcome on there. I would like for them to stay close by, and people not to be as separated as they are now, because I had a realization that we grew up in a society where we basically separate. We separate from our families to make our own families, stuff like that. And between times, as time goes on and trickles down, you don't really start talking to the original part of your family that you really like branched off of, stuff like that. So I want to like change that, at least for my stuff, for my family and stuff like that. And I want them to kind of be close. And I understand, you can't always be around people. It's totally fine. But if I have the land, we got our own space basically. So, and we still can conversate and talk to each other and be there for each other when we really need it. And it won't be like a distance of, say for instance, 30 minutes, an hour away. But besides that, still currently trying to do things and see the best way of things to go about a lot of things. And I just want to say it was not a really bad year. I don't think any year is really a bad, because it's always ups and downs. But the thing is, when those situations and stuff like that happens, like, what are you gonna do about it? Like, are you just gonna sit there, or are you just gonna like actually take some action and try to figure out something like to make it better? Because, excuse me, my eyes are a little watery, because that's the route I've chosen, is to try to make it better, in every instance, no matter what the situation may be, or how things may seem. I just try to make the best choice, and that also goes for best choice definitely for me, and also for whoever else is involved as well, because there's a lot of times where I think logistically and also emotionally, and sometimes both of those can be wrong, but in the end, as long as I'm able to get going and keep pushing forward, that is the main process. So that's why I take these walks. Because I don't want to sit in a house all day. Sometimes it's just good to go outside, even if it's cold. People will say it's cold. Right now, for me, it's not cold. see the sun, see the birds, see like what's going on outside. It just, you never know what's gonna happen, and it might be inspiration. Because like right now there's a bunch of birds out here, and it's December. Most of these birds are supposed to be what is it called, migrated to the south, but they're not. Hey, how you doing? Pretty good. But yeah, so weird things happening, so it's good just to go out and see what's going on in the real world, instead of just being on your phone constantly, or being inside the house playing the game, watching favorite TV show. Like, all that stuff is not real, so I'd rather experience the real stuff. And that is going to be the second goal, is to try my best to experience more real stuff as I'm pushing forward, because all the other fictitious stuff is like crazy. And I'm gonna say, yeah, I might be a little hypocrite, because I'm making something that is something that people will watch, but at the same time I'm giving some kind of information. I'm trying to teach. The stuff that I was relaying to are just straight entertainment. You're not gaining anything, no knowledge or anything, no advice really. It gives you negative thoughts of thinking, while I'm trying to give positive thoughts of thinking, and positive attitudes. The sun is bright, which is good. We need the sun to be bright. But yeah, so that's my second or third goal. I kind of lost track. I'm just walking and giving thoughts at the same time. I know for sure that I'm gonna start doing a new series of videos, just kind of like going over things that I've experienced, and hopefully it helps someone in a situation at that time, or even in the future, where you don't have to deal with the same thing that I dealt with. Because some of that stuff is hard, and a lot of people don't totally understand, because everybody have different circumstances. Of course, everybody grew up in a certain way and they lived a certain life, so all that stuff is kind of hard to really fully relate to. But hopefully some of the stuff that I have to say will relate to someone and make a better situation out of it, because I've came this far, so I'm apparently doing something right. Otherwise I wouldn't be here, or I wouldn't be making this video for you guys. So that's the thing. I'm just gonna start doing it. I mean, I had this plan for a while. I've already started my YouTube account, of course, if you've seen the other videos, and I just wanted to document some things about myself, and just actually have something recorded down personally for me, to see that I was doing certain things. I was acting certain ways, I was thinking certain ways, so many things. And as time progresses, like, it's crazy to sometimes look back and be like, I was thinking like this at the time. Crazy, wild. But as you guys continue to watch my videos and stuff like that, you'll see what I mean, because I think about it more than anything, of like, how can I keep changing in a good fashion because of what happened in the past. Does it need to recycle into my future? And that's the thing, a lot of people don't realize that's how a lot of things happen in general, where we get stuck in cycles. And I never really been that person to really get stuck. I did get stuck pretty recently, but I'm making out of that cycle. And cycles are hard. Trust me, I'll say that to anyone. Getting out of a cycle is super hard. For one, you have to recognize that you're in a cycle. You have to recognize that things are not looking the way they should, and it just keeps repeating itself. You got to see that it's repeating. And at that point, once that happens, you get a chance to at least change. Well, that's the starting process of change, is to recognize, to acknowledge, to see what's really going on. And from there, you have to make a game plan. And once you start making the game plan, you got to follow those steps. You got to be disciplined. That'll be the second thing. Be disciplined. It's going to be hard, but you got to be disciplined and trying to do everything, even if it's a small step or big step. You have to stay on that straight line and don't try to do a curve or U-turn or something like that. But like I said, it's a learning process for me as well. It's not like I got everything in order. I don't, and that's totally fine with me. Well, not fine. I actually dislike it. Just being honest, I hate it. But as long as I acknowledge and recognize and trying to change every single day, that's what actually makes me feel better, in the positive light. Because if I'm stuck doing the same thing over and over, I just feel like I'm going insane. I think that's for anybody, even psychiatrists and stuff like that. They done studies where they know repeatedly doing the same thing is insanity. I don't know what is those things called? I don't have the cited notes, but I have read it. You can look it up for yourself. We do have internet access now where we can access a lot of things. So, but that's it for my goals and pretty much what I'm currently thinking on the last day of 2023. I really do hope that everyone is pretty much in a good light and looking to still become better more than they already are. Even if you already good right now, how can you become even better? Like, I just hope you get to those points and see what you can do. And I'm gonna be doing the same